Leprosy, thank God, has pretty much disappeared from the world in which we live. But it was such a dreaded disease that even after all these years, we still use its name to refer to the outcasts of society. We complain, they treated me like a leper, when we're rejected. Or we might tell someone, you can stop ringing your leper's bell, when they make up for something they did wrong. In the time of Jesus, lepers lived on the outskirts of every city and village. They were feared even more than demons because their disease was thought to be so contagious. They weren't allowed to come into the city. In fact, they couldn't even come near anyone who was not a leper. And that's why in today's gospel, we have 10 lepers shouting from a distance for mercy. Jesus sends them to the priest because only the priest could declare them clean. Okay. So we have 10 lepers covered with disease, limping their way to Jerusalem. And all of a sudden, all 10 are cleansed. They are cured of their leprosy. But the gospel says one realizes he had been healed. Now, leprosy, how could the other 9 not realize it? One minute they were covered with sores, the next minute their sores were gone. One minute their flesh was rotting on their bones. The next moment it was restored. This is not something you could easily miss. The choice of words in the gospel is very interesting. It says that all 10 were cleansed, but one realized he had been healed. Evidently, there's something different between cleansing and healing, cleansing and curing. Curing and healing are not the same, and they don't always go hand in hand. Perhaps in this one man's case, the cleansing was the restoration of his diseased body. But the healing took place the moment he realized he was welcome to fall at the feet of Jesus and no longer cry out to him from a distance. His banishment was over. His loneliness was now healed. So if you and I are called to imitate the Lord in all things, we have to not only cleanse, but heal. For us, it is not enough just to say, I forgive and not forget. If we are to follow the example of Jesus, we also welcome those who have offended us back into our lives and open ourselves to being burned all over again. So today, let's look at our families. Let's look at our relationships. Let's look at our church to discover what is perhaps cured but not yet healed. And let us ask the help of the Lord who cleansed and healed lepers, that we can be merciful as our Heavenly Father is merciful to lepers and to us. God love you.